Hello everyone and welcome back. It's me and Indy here again. We are on Figure Friday as we go through everything. Indy says hi, obviously. So we have BT1 or BT. Now this is Dr. Ephra's or Alpha Ephra. This is her personal R series droid. Yes, Ephra. So, I got two of these because I'm kind of hoping maybe I can take some of the parts and I can get it onto some of the other R2 or R series droids. We'll have to see what I can and can't do. And of course, we have a Republic Commando if Indy gets out of the way because she's just so affectionate here today. Unfortunately, I think she's just having her issue. And then, of course, we have another B1 battle droid. So, with that being the case, Indy, you are a silly. Oh, she's keeping me up at night. All right, so let me use this knife because that way it's not a razor blade, and I know if she bumps into it, I don't get her cut because I don't want her cut. Okay, well, careful, kitten. All right, so we'll get one of these out. We'll get the BT out, and hopefully Indy won't show her dominance and then throw BT all over the place. You silly. You showed Darth Vader who was boss. I know you did that. Okay. So, looking at BT, we do have what looks like some sort of missile launchers, a cannon of some sort. Oh boy. Nope. All right. And then we have some other things. Well, what are you doing? She's attacking me now. See? And this is what you guys don't get to see when I'm trying to do my videos. Yes, you silly. Yes. Why? Why are you attacking me? Am I not petting you enough? You're going to tell them lies and tell them I don't pet you enough. I know how that goes. Yes. Yes, you. I am being viciously mauled by a kitty. Very lovable and adorable kitty. Yes, you. All right. And she's playing very nicely, too. All right. So looking at the figure itself as I'm being attacked. Yes, you silly. Yes. All right. So, these are fairly well hinged as far as I can tell. We can put that up a little bit more, or we can kind of go down. This does have a hinge to pull that back or go forward. And it looks like some sort of targeting laser or something here on the side. Yes, and now you lick me because you say I'm sorry, but I'm just being playful. We do have a big old eyeball sensor there for everything. What are you doing to my arm? We're making a video. We're supposed to keep this more kid friendly. And then they're gonna be laughing because I'm being mauled by a vicious kitty cat. And I can't get this out. There's a center leg there, but I'm just having a hard time trying to get the leg out. What? Why are you taking both my arms? What did my arms do to you? Huh? And then you look. Okay. I accept your apology there, kitten. All right, and I don't know where these go. I really don't. No, we do have the doors, so it's kind of nice. We do have the different tools here that we're used to from like our R series. Yes. I think she's upset I'm not petting her enough. And these are supposed to go on the sides, but I don't see how I am putting them in there. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Okay. That piece comes off, and then we can put that on. All right. That's how that works. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side with this one. So we have that availability if we wanted to. Really nice. Things I really like as we're getting more and more to actually having droids in our homes with everything that we see with Elon Musk and all the other companies that are making more droids, and they're getting down to price points that we might actually start seeing them in actual businesses and the like. Okay, I'm going to do this. So I really want to get that center leg out here. It's almost like it's just pushed up a little bit farther than. And for all the big collectors that would never do this with a knife here, I apologize. Oh, come on. You're being a Dickens. I'm just not able to get that out. And of course, once I push it, then it's kind of binding up to over here. So, oh, come on. All right, I guess it's just going to have to stay up there for now. But this is a nice, interesting setup. I don't know if I can take these off or not. I'm not too worried about it at the moment, but it is an option that I was thinking of for the other one. Or, I've never tried taking these apart, but there is a part of me that says if it's not hard and it doesn't damage anything, are we actually able to take this apart and make a custom? Because I do have 2 of the R4s. So if I have a second one of these, maybe I could swap the heads so we could just have 2 different droids. That's one of the reasons why I got them. And these were on sale. So instead of being 24, I think they were down to like 18. So it's a little much for trying to do that, but it is one of those things. I do like having the droids. I think it adds a little extra flavor and all that. So it's just one of the things I really enjoy about Star Wars. That's why if you listen to me for all the different little silliness that I come up with in that, I love the droids and the lore that we have in Star Wars. I like the mechs that we get out of BattleTech, the ship designs and how everything flows as a military type navy out of like Star Trek, and the exploration. That's always been the key things of each franchise. We're blessed with Star Trek to have a bigger cast than what we really get out of Star Wars. Star Wars is just the small group and the adventures they get into. BattleTech is a huge galaxy, like the other 2, and the stories center on different individuals and different books, which is, I think, a direction that LucasArts really needs to go with for doing Star Wars. And I think I didn't watch much of Skeleton Crew, but the fact that you have a whole different group of characters and you're not just relying upon Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, I think that's a very much needed change. Like the Mandalorian worked really well because now we have different characters. So as we start off from there, and we just kind of move on from that. So looking at what we have here, so this B1 droid looks like it's more of a target droid because it looks like we have just targeting sensors here for training purposes. And this is probably, to me, it looks like a kind of like the Republic Commando look, but it's just more of our, it might be our starting kind of basic training armor. And maybe I'll get mauled again by Indy. Oh, he is in there very good. Okay, oops. All right, Indy. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. One of the things I probably could have done is I could have looked on the back. So we have Clone Commando, Urban Fighter, and a B1 battle droid, and this is, again, like I said, a training droid. So being for training purposes, it gives them that opportunity to really kind of go through. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the B1 droid because I think this is just going to be a recolor of the standard B1 droid that we're used to, which is perfectly fine. And Indy, you're making this difficult for me. You know that. I think that's why you do that. So we should be able to fold him up, which is wonderful. I will pet you. And we do have the backpack, so we can put the backpack on him, and he does have a standard blaster. Like I said, because it's a droid that we've done a couple times, and I'm being mauled here, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on him. Should have a movement on the wrist, I thought. Yes, we do. So we have our wrist. We do have our arm, and does our arm? Yes, our arm, lower arm twists. Yes, kitten. But we have to show them what we have. We have to show them what hinges we have and all of that. So if it's something they're interested in or not, they have that opportunity. You can knock them over whenever, you silly. All right. And of course we have our backpack. Nope. Where did his rifle go? And we have a standard blaster. So we'll get that in his arm, and then we will put it over here, and then Indy will probably knock said droid over. Okay. Now we have our Commando, which is a little different. So I'm going to, this is urban. Yes, what do you think of him? Do you like his visor? I do like how the visor tees there. I think that gives a little bit extra visibility. The joints are nice and stiff, but I mean, it's brand new. We have our standard foot. It kind of twists back and forth. So if you have a wider foot stance, it allows us to handle that. We have a twist just above the knee, and it is a single knee joint. So we're not going to be able to fully stretch out here. We do have our twist right up here, and then that goes up there. So we can make them sit. Yes, silly. Oh, now you want to attack my hand again. All right. And then when we get to our torso, now we do not have a torso twist up here. It's just up underneath that armor. You silly kitten, you. Obviously, we do have our hands being able to twist. We have a twist just above the elbow. You're attacking our soldier. Are you going to steal his gun from him too? You are vicious. You are being very vicious. We have our, I believe, our pauldrons here, and only a single shoulder looks like. Doesn't look like it really has a second shoulder there. So not as much articulation as what we have on some of our other figures, but not really the worst. Trying to get through all this. So he does have a backpack. Now this is very much a kind of reused backpack mold that we got from the Bad Batch, but I think that's a different. There's a part of me that says it's a different. Oh, Andy. Now she's attacking the camera. Yes. The way that sits in there, I think that's different from what we had gotten from Hunter and them. I'm not 100% certain because I don't have them here to personally say, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be the same as well as this blaster. Looks like it's another one that's from the Bad Batch. So really, to kind of say it in this regards, it's a recolor of what we had from Hunter. Except we're not able to take the helmet off either. So that helmet's going to stay on. That's all hinged up there in the ball joint. So not a bad figure. Now this, again, and the reason why I had picked this up is because it's no longer going for the full price. It's not the $50. It is now down to, I think it was just $40. So I figured I do like having extra battle droids. Just different colors and everything else is wonderful. So with that being said, before she starts knocking the camera all over again, we'll get this one kind of put into the books and call her a day. Such lovable and adorable kitty cats. And we'll go from there. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It's always wonderful having you here. I hope you're doing well, and we will see you in the next video. Say bye there, Indy, you little monster. Don't attack him too much.